Okay,
Go ahead.
so my question is for Shirley. What is a favorite restaurant of yours and why?
It would be Cooper's Hawk. It started here in Chicago, and they are a wine and steak food, American food. I love the wines. I am a wine club member. That's the only thing I splurge in. So it would be Cooper's Hawk. You may not be familiar.
Oh, yeah. It reminds me of the University Club in San Diego, where there's all these members having exclusive wines and all these special collections and stuff. That's cool.
Awesome. All right. So Shirley, your turn to ask a question.
Okay. John, what is on your plate right now for you and your wife? You're married, right? Because I think you're married, right? Yeah. What is on your plate right now for you and your wife to go? Where are you planning to take that first trip right now that everybody's traveling again?
Well, we actually are going to fly to Yellowstone. We've got some really good friends that live in Pocatello, Idaho. We live in Florida, but um, they had a camping reservation last year. We were going to go last year, but it got canceled because of COVID. And so in July, we're flying up to Idaho, and then we're driving down to Wyoming. So I'm excited about that. We both really like outdoor stuff, so it's going to be pretty fun.
Awesome. All right. Your turn, John.
Okay, well, Michael, you're new here, so uh, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Well, I am married with 3 adult children, and I'm located here in Sacramento, California, and I'm involved in real estate and investing and helping people to learn how to invest and hopefully retire with a nice nest egg and not have to struggle in their golden years, because we want their golden years to be golden and not muddy.
Awesome. All right, Michael, your turn to ask the others that have not answered any questions yet.
All right, so Jessica, let's see, how should I say? So are you feeling relief now that we seem like we're getting past all this COVID stuff? And what is your next step as far as putting some joy in your life?
Oh, I love that question because part of my brand literally includes the word joy. So I love that. So the first part of the question is about how I feel about the world kind of opening back up again.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely think that we are overdue for not just opening up for like people to go back to bars and stuff, but I mean community. A lot of people have it's really affected people's mental health to not have the same kind of connection and community. So I think being able to do that again is going to be amazing and open up more opportunities. And what brings more joy? A next step for me is I actually like cooking. So, well, more than just cooking, I'm a creative person outside of my brand. And so I'm literally setting up a Twitch stream to like kind of incorporate some of the stuff I'm working on and nurture that part of my life back to be more visible.
Nice.
Awesome. All right, Jessica, you get to ask another question.
Yes, I love this. You find out such great stuff about people. Okay, Marie, I will ask you a question. What was your favorite year and why?
My favorite year, let me think.
Or like a significant year and why?
It was 2015. That is the year where we produced the TV reality show for Finest Women in Real Estate, and we did a premiere at the ArcLight Cinema in Hollywood, where we invited 150 network distributors, and I got introduced to a radio host where I ended up creating 40 plus episodes of Finest Women in Real Estate because of that. So
Wow.
2015 was a magical year for me, and it just exploded after that.
I love that. It's like a banner year. That's awesome.
Yeah, it really set the foundation for everything that I'm doing now,
Aw,
which is really
I love that.
interesting because I have I just got connected to a showrunner for Viacom, and she just saw my pilot for Finest Women in Real Estate, and she loves it, and she is working with me now on pitching it to Bravo. So I am I know it's really
Cool.
so I'm gonna it's good, you know, it's coming along. I mean, it took a while, but you know, it's just, you know, finding the right people and really not quitting on anything. I mean, imagine I started that in 2015 and it's 2021 now. Why would I quit when I have every day a chance to find a, you know, a solution to a problem and to fulfill what I committed to do. And that's what I'm doing. So for every project I'm in, I am 100% committed and you will never see me quit. That's who I am. All right. So let's go to Eddie. Eddie, your turn. I'm going to ask you a question. So Eddie, since we were talking about not quitting on anything, and I know you're one of those people that very, very passionate about your business. So so tell me, what do you envision the future of your company?
That's a well, the ideal scenario is that we help the maximum amount of people, Zig Ziglar method. So if we can help 2 million, there's roughly 6 million transactions in the United States, and none of them have current, they're all risky and they're embedded with risk because they don't have the right data embedded with them. So if we could help all those 5,000, that's the ideal scenario. So I envision multi-billion, but just takes a while to get there, you know. In any business, if you can help the most amount of people with data and technology, not just a story and, you know, some kind of change of interface, that's what drives me, and that's what drives me because I know we can change a lot, and it's because it's data driven, not emotion or interface driven.
Awesome. All right, you get to ask Ken, who's the last person here.
Ken, tell me about your favorite radio show and why.
I like that question.
That was a softball, low ball.
Well, I don't know the answer. You know, it's a softball, but you know.
Ken, you're on a mute. We cannot hear you. He keeps talking and he says we haven't heard from him.
Actually, have a different one though. Maybe
There
it's
you
not.
go.
Okay, yes. My favorite radio show, is that what you're asking me?
Well, your favorite radio show topic, not just, you know, don't pitch yourself, but it's really the why the show itself, the topic, and why.
Oh, Fabulous Lifestyle Radio is the number one. Number two is Power 106. Let's see. And that's Big Boy. And then, of course, there's Howard Stern. And then with the passing of Rush Limbaugh. But definitely Marie and Kim on the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. And the reason is because they're making everybody's life better. They're an add-on to what you're doing in your existing life. It's not enough to make a lot of money, and it's not enough to have a lot of fun. You need to have a combination of the two, and that's where Kim and Marie are taking the show. So, and we center it around food, fashion, and finance.
All
I don't know
right.
why fashion.
Okay.
I think you
Now,
know why.
Ken, who do you want? Are you done? Who do you want to ask question?
Well, what are my choices?
All of them, because you were the last one.
Oh, I'm the last one in. Okay. Jessica.
I knew it.
She's lucky today.
No, I wasn't going to ask you, but then you brought up Twitch. So how do you do a cooking show on Twitch? I thought that was for gamers, for kids.
It used to be. It used to be, and now it's opened up where you can stream in life type shows. So people are turning it from not just recording your screen, but you can multicast and do cooking
Okay,
shows.
so how does that work? Are you in your kitchen with a camera and
Yep.
and it goes live stream? Is it a live stream just like the kids do?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you screw up, then everybody sees it right then, right?
Yep. Yep. But you can, what I do is not to take too much about it, but I use my laptop as one camera and then an old phone as another camera. So I can focus on them watching me do something, what I'm making, and then also be able to see them as I'm talking. And then kind of like Zoom, it has a chat that you can interact with people viewing, and it's kind of like it is a little daunting because you can't always plan it. Like my camera fell or it freezes and I have to like go over and fix it. Like it's definitely not perfect, but I'm like perfecting it and putting my stuff out there, and people it's connection. Like really, food opens up, and I mean, I'm sure that's why it's part of the magazine. Hospitality, food and drinks and all that. It's a way to really just build a bridge with people. And my stream on Sunday, I did one on Sunday with waffles, chicken and waffles. And I featured maple syrup from my hometown because they tap the trees here locally. And I featured the maple syrup. So it's a good way to get
Wow. You should send us an invite.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and you should put that event in the Fire Up Connect website so we know. Okay.
Okay. Oh, all right. I'm a little like, it's so funny.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a startup, so don't worry about it.
It is. Yeah. It's so funny because like we're used to going live and doing things in this format, but suddenly when you put yourself in that environment where it's like, oh man, like they really are watching like all of it, and
right,
the opportunity with it too. So it's fun.
All right.
That's why I'm.
Okay,
yeah,
we gotta get going here.
Sorry, continue. Go ahead.
Okay, so so that's the first part of our meeting. We're gonna move on to the second part. Since we don't have a speaker, I'm gonna go ahead and just give you heads up of what's happening. Okay. Now, I am actually working with Bonnie Christfully. She's a project manager, and she's helping me establish the future of Fire Up Connect. And so, so right now, what we're doing is we're creating a business plan to where, because my goal is to have at least 200 members in Fire Up Connect. So I've got a very, high goals for for Fire Up Connect. So why not, right? And part of it is I am creating a flow chart right now of everything that we have, programs that we're offering through Fire Up Connect. And so we're working on that currently. And then in a couple of weeks, we are actually releasing our Finest Women in Real Estate magazine, which, some of you are in that magazine. And I'm very excited about that. That magazine is going to go out to a lot of people, and we have both print and online, so you're gonna see that soon. Very exciting. I'm doing a lot of promo videos on our magazine, so hopefully you guys, for the ones that did not make it, you can participate on our next one. We're actually putting together a magazine for Fabulous Lifestyle Radio also with Ken. And if you are interested in being interviewed on the radio show with Ken, definitely connect with Ken. So everybody put your information on the chat and make sure that you save it, okay, afterwards. So Ken is talking to a lot of the Fire Up Connect members. We are giving them, a free interview for being a member of Fire Up Connect. So Jessica, John, Eddie, and Michael, and Shirley, I think you two, we need to talk about, if you are interested in getting into the Fire Up Connect, programs, let me know. I would definitely work with you. The beauty about being a member of Fire Up Connect is that I become your cheerleader and you become very well known in all my connections. And I am very, very well connected. I can really promote you heavily. And I mean, you can ask Ken on how I work. He knows
Oh
me.
yeah.
So and Eddie, I've been working with Eddie too. Eddie, are you there? Are you hiding again?
Oh, I just posted my favorite quote of the week.
Oh, there you go. So you want to read it? Go ahead and read it.
Well, I got an email saying if the opportunity knocks, do you answer the call? That's the headline of the cold email. So I didn't want to just say sell myself. So in cold email or in messaging, you want to talk about the problem solution. So I said, and I looked for a quote for opportunities. And this is one of my favorite.
Okay.
I can't
Awesome.
read it.
All right. So
There it is. So we often wait for the knock of opportunity, though. I found it's better to grab a chainsaw and cut the fucking door open.
so
There you go.
I don't know. Is that okay to say that? I think it's funny as heck. I don't know if it's okay to email people that.
yeah.
That's fine.
So I wanted to just share, Eddie, that you and I have been working for some time now, and you've known how I work, right? How do you feel about our relationship being as a partner with your business, and how is that working for you right now? So at least people know, they understand.
Oh yeah, it's working. It's a lot of my biggest challenge, really, Maria. You know this is messaging because I'm a data scientist and I'm messaging. So I think we're about 95% there. We're finally going to launch our free trial. We're going to start cold email. We're going to start everything's going to, and we're going to start demoing
Yes.
in the next week to Don. And we're adding home value predictive model in the same interface. So if someone wants to buy a house in XYZ, we're going to give them, here's what the Zillow says it's worth, here's what we say it's worth, and here's what it will be worth, and we're the more accurate than anybody in the industry. And
Okay.
I know that, but we got to get the people, other people to know that. Because that's
Okay.
where risk is. So
All right.
all answers, everything's good.
Thank you. All right. And then I'm also working with John, and John has an amazing product. And I'm trying to work with him on the funding side of his business. And I will be actually working with him on bringing his product to a lot of the medical institutions and construction companies. So we're going to learn more about what he does. And if you guys are interested in learning more about that, that'll be perfect. So John, definitely connect with Ken for an interview. And Eddie, you too need to connect with Ken, okay? So make sure that you set a time to schedule to be interviewed on the Fabulous Lifestyle. All right, so that is normally if we have a speaker, you will get to ask questions and evaluate and give your comments to the speaker. So I'm going to open it up for any questions about Fire Up Connect. Do you have any questions at all?
So Maria, I have a question. So I've been seeing you on, I think it's Facebook. There's a lot of like modeling type things, TikTok type movies. Now, is that something totally different, or is that related to what you're doing?
That is related to branding and fashion, because I do and by the way, I do have a movie project that I'm working on too. It's one of my lists that I'm working on, but it's more on the branding side, and I'm also testing a lot of the social site that I'm in with their tools. And so I've been working on playing with, using their music, their animation, and their videos. So because of that, that's why I'm spitting off a lot of different things that are probably off the chart there, a lot of the modeling and the beauty part of it, because that's what I'm, working on those sites right now. But if you see my my backdrop, if you look at this backdrop here, right, this one, is it this one or this one? Yeah, that is a fashion show that I produced here in the city of Temecula. So I'm actually in the fashion industry.
Okay.
I've done a lot of fashion shows where I became very well connected to the fashion designers and photographers. So that's why I do a lot of those videos. If you really know my background, I have a nonprofit organization. It's called the Inland Valley Business and Community Foundation. And we did a lot of fashion shows in the, auto dealerships, at the mall, at the wineries, and the city actually sponsors all my events. I would do 3 days event where there's like 400 or 500 people in there, and so that's part of what I do. And I have a lot of real estate connections, and most of the real estate people that I've known in the past, they have been involved in the nonprofit organization. So, and I put them on the fashion show. It's more on the branding side for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you need a someone to write music or score for you, my son, he does that,
Yeah.
and he's very good at it. And so if you're looking for someone who can score and write music, he can do it. So
Oh, I would love that. Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, definitely. You need to send me the information. Any other questions? Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on. Thank you for listening. The next part is this is the time where we have 1 minute to share any of your success story. When you talk about the success stories, really think about what was the accomplishment from that story. The second is what are the challenges that you are dealing with that you want people to know, so they can support you and maybe somehow give you some ideas or recommendations, or a specific goal. And if they understand what your goal is, then it will be in their mind to be able to refer you more people. So think about those, one of those items that you can share in 1 minute. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Shirley.
Start with me first.
Yes.
Okay. Well, just pick, or since I have two companies, you just want me to pick one from one company?
It's whatever you want in 1 minute.
Okay. On one side of the spectrum, I help people who have neuropathy. I have people who have migraines. I haven't had a migraine in over 8 years. So if you know somebody that suffers from migraines, they would be a great connection for me. I work with real estate agents with leads. Instead of them buying from Zillow or Realtor.com, they buy from us, and all our clients are just raving about how well we've helped them. And it's been great to be able to help people doing both, and also with the Alavea, helping feed children around the world. That right there says it itself.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Shirley.
Was that good enough? Was that okay?
Yes.
Put
Good.
me on the spot.
And just keep in mind, everyone, that if you hear anything that you wanted to share information, go ahead and go put that on the chat for those people and give them the your input and comments. Okay. All right. I will go ahead and select Jessica. You're next.
A project I'm currently working on right now is with we're trying to find the right investors that see this opportunity for what it is, and it's a multi-million-dollar renovation project, and I see potential with how to turn it into like a business incubator type space, but in upstate New York, some things seem a little challenging to find the right people. So if anyone could point me in the direction with like New York State specific people that I might be able to talk to for that, I would be happy to share more about it and the nonprofit associated with it.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jessica. All right, John, you're next.
Okay, so talking about like a challenge or an opportunity that I'm working on.
Yes, goal, challenge, or a story about your success.
Okay, so
success.
My company's gotten into the due diligence phase of a big VC fund. So we're hopefully getting close to getting our funding for our startup. And so a challenge that we've been going through lately, it's not so much a challenge as an opportunity, but we've been interviewing for our director of sales.
What was that noise?
He's echoing.
Who is that?
That's John, but he's echoing.
John was echoing.
Okay. Sorry, John.
Yeah, we've been interviewing for our director of sales.
Everybody, somebody needs to mute, so that's what's causing his echo.
Oh. Is that me?
Wanna try that again? Okay, yeah, we're interviewing people for our director of sales position. So we've been interviewing people that are like construction B2B software as a sales type people. And it's been kind of fun trying to figure out, who the right fit is going to be for our employee number one. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so let's go to Michael.
Well, I think my latest success story was just becoming a GP in a 336 unit apartment complex, which was, a lot of fun. Basically doing a syndication. So being able to help people to find a avenue to passively invest. So my ultimate goal is really to help people to invest in many ways, not just real estate, but I also have an insurance license and I'm working on my Series 65. So my goal is to have a quiver of tools to where it doesn't matter kind of what income level you're at, but if you want to invest high level, that I have an avenue for that, or if you can only do $200 or $300 a month, that I have an avenue for you to invest in that way. So for me, just getting that under one umbrella is what I'm working on. So when people ask and say, hey, I need an avenue to invest, so I can plan for my future, that I'm able to just, go through my Rolodex or pull out my tools and say, hey, this is the best fit for you and let's work on that. So anybody who just needs some financial literacy, some financial education, that's kind of my best client.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael. All right, let's move on to Eddie.
What's the question?
Oh my God. Okay. Either a success story or a challenge that you're dealing with or a specific goal.
My biggest challenge still is communication. So I've got an email cold campaign, LinkedIn campaign, free trial, how to convert people and educate people that have no clue what I'm talking about, because we have data that's not available for CoStar MLS. So just because you have different data doesn't have values. We have to show people the value. So right now we're creating videos, and I've hired some script writers and I have to redo it. We're going to create videos so people can explain and understand what I'm talking about. So, because I can't be there for every individual. So people see the value by watching the video. And that's what we're doing with screencasts. Hopefully that's done in the next week. Once that's done, we're going to start reaching 1,000 people a week and mass. And then the other big challenge is something like what John suggested. Where in the sequence of the outreach do we start calling people? Because I can't make 1,000 calls a week, or nor can anybody else, but how to sequence that, how to filter, only talk to some people, and figuring all that part out is my biggest challenge. Once I have that, then it's just like playing chess and moving pieces around.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Ken, your turn.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So my big success, I guess, is that I've scheduled a wine tour and video piece for Marie and Kim at a winery. Yes, indeed. That's right.
Yes.
Queen of Hearts.
Very
And they're all excited, fired up, connect. There you go. So one of the things I would like to do is put together a project with Fire Up Connect at a secret location that I've found in the Temecula Valley. And Marie knows, but don't don't reveal the secret yet. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and so it's been a slow start thanks to the disease or whatever they want to call this thing. But I think things are going to actually fire up. So I'm excited.
All right. Sounds good. So did I miss anyone else? I think everybody's covered, right? Okay. All right. So here's our last part of our meeting. This is the time that I would like to brainstorm and really, force ourselves to think on how we can help each other. So since, Shirley, I think this is your third time, right? For being in Fire Up Connect. And Michael, this is your first time. Okay, so definitely, Shirley, would like for you to consider being a member, because I think, I still do not understand what you do, and it would be good for you to consistently let us know how we can help you. I have a little bit of information, but still, for me to really work with someone and help them, I have to have a good understanding of who the target market of your business. So part of it is really just having the consistency of communication and meeting with people every week and understanding what are the things that you're doing and how we can support and help you. So we're gonna take a stab at this to where listening to John's challenges. Okay, who do you think who's here can see that there's a potential kind of a support that you can connect with John in terms of his challenges?
Well, I don't know if I can, because I don't quite understand his business, but I know it sounds like he's looking for capital. And so, I mean, I work with syndicators, but they mostly actually have capital. They raise capital for real estate, but maybe I can find a connection to where we can raise the same kind of money, but I just need to know what the essence of his business is.
Okay, so the next step for that. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Shirley.
Yeah, John, did you ever connect with Anthony?
Yeah, I've I can't remember his last name, but he was the founder. Yeah, we did connect with him. Yeah, I think that we need to go the SBA loan route, though.
Okay.
It just makes more sense.
Okay, all right. So I think that for Michael, set up a meeting with John one-on-one and explore that idea. Okay. All right. So in regards to Shirley's target market, who's here have some ideas on how you can get that connection for her?
I was thinking about it. I just with where my screen is right now, I can't quite read her background if it's related to the migraine health and wellness part. I am pretty connected in the alternative therapy type space, health and wellness space in that sense, and would be interested to learn more, because I very well may have an access point for how to lean into that and hear more.
I'd love to do a one-on-one with you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So definitely one-on-one for the two of you. Okay. Now, what about Eddie's challenge in regards to communication? Who can really relate to helping him on that end?
Well, I just had a suggestion. I know he talked about making multiple phone calls. Has he considered a virtual assistant?
Yeah, I think so. Eddie, you've considered that, right? You're on a mute. We cannot hear you.
Talking to myself. Yeah, I use Guru. I have some guys, and I've got a virtual assistants, and a lot of it is just mind mapping it out, when to call, those kind of things, and that's what I got to figure out. Because someone may want a free trial, someone want a real demo that moment, and it's so we don't want to do demos to people that aren't qualified. So it's figuring all that out. So
okay,
VA is top of my list.
All right. Anyone else?
Yeah, on the VA thing, I think you need to just have them start outputting social media activity and emails, and to have them call you. The big thing with the VA is they're limited in what they can do, but one of the best things they can do is send out a lot of communications to a lot of people in a lot of different formats, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, especially LinkedIn. LinkedIn should be your go-to place, and then also your database to your email people, and start dripping on them, sending maybe 2 or 3 contacts before you ever actually contact them, and then some of them will contact you first, but then after a while, they're going to take your phone call. You're gonna cherry pick the ones you actually want to do business with.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Yeah, you're breaking up. Who, me?
Yes, your
Sorry.
reception is getting
Yeah,
better.
thanks, Ken.
Definitely have a one-on-one meeting, Ken and Eddie, because you still need to go and get interviewed anyway. So make sure that you schedule a time with Ken. Okay, so let's move on to Ken's the success that he had, where now he has this amazing connection. Now, how do you feel about that? Who wants to be involved, and who? What do you feel? I mean, do you think that that's something going to be good for you? Anyone?
I think exposure is always good. So I would need to know the parameters of how to connect, but yeah.
Okay, Ken. So Michael is interested. So definitely you wanted to make sure that you connect with Michael. Anyone else? Eddie? Microphone? We cannot hear you.
Yeah, just Ken, let us know how to reach you, because I seem to have lost your email address. So if you just let us know how to reach Ken, email address, and not a phone, because
Yeah, I'll send that to you.
kcaaproducer@gmail.com.
type it in, please.
Okay. Now with Jessica. Okay. Now Jessica, I'm trying. Oh my God. What did you share? Oh, okay. So she's gonna take a minute.
Real estate leads.
Oh yes, that's right. Real estate. So any comments on her? Where am I echoing? Is that from you, Ken?
Yeah, I think so. Hang on. Let me get out of here.
Okay. Well, since we're waiting for her, we're just gonna, wait until she gets back. But anyway, here's another question for you guys. Now, so since Shirley is in the health and wellness business, right? Okay. Now, how do you see yourself working on something that is related to real estate? It's a question for you.
Well, I work with real estate agents on my other job, so it's sharing information that they have clients that they see that might need something. Then they can refer me to their clients.
Okay, I see. Yeah. All right, so let's go back to Jessica. So she's looking for real estate leads. Who can help her with what she's trying to achieve?
What kind of real estate leads are you looking for? Customers?
Well, I'm looking for investors that would see the potential with an old school building that needs to be renovated, and then it can be turned into a income, like stimulating the economy type opportunity once it's rehabbed.
So you're looking for somebody that can fund your program that you're wanting to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We want to use it for like a creative wellness, creative arts, music building. It still has an auditorium in there that's perfect for something like that. And maybe a co-live work arts residency type program. But
Well,
we're just
I'll
looking
get,
for the right investors that can not only like buy the building because they're trying to sell it, but there's land out back. Like it's like a prime location for so many things, but we're just not getting the right investors with like a
Well, how
solid.
much do you need, and how much do you need? And they have to be New York citizens only. New York State.
It was a little garbled, but I'm gonna, for what I think you're asking, it's a multi-million dollar rehab project, but the building itself, I need to double check. I need to get more optics of what the building itself is being sold for, plus the renovations and fixing the roof and stuff like that.
Well,
All
where
right.
is it located at in New York?
It is in upstate New York area, Allegheny County, and prime location for like retreat spaces, agriculture type area. So it could be, there's a lot of potential it could be used for.
Okay, so I will go ahead and recommend that you guys really just get more details from your one-on-one meetings, okay? And I think that that's a good combination there, okay? Any other, so I think we are almost getting closer to an hour here. I wanted to just get feedback from everybody in terms of your experience today. Michael, since this is your first time, you're gonna be the first one I'm asking a question. So what do you think about our meeting today?
Yeah, I like the format. Like you said, we did miss out on the speaker, but I like being able to get to know people and, being able to find a way to add value and help other people. I think that's the key to help other people's business to grow.
All right, awesome. And Shirley?
The same, the format, and it's a different venue of being able to connect with someone, like, especially like me, because I'm in Chicago, but I can connect with anybody, here in the United States or global. So.
Okay, so I do need to meet with you, Shirley, because this is your third time. So what is the best way for you and I to have to connect? You're in a mute.
Just click on my link, and my calendar is in the link.
Okay, so you put it on the chat?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So I'll go in and schedule that. All right, and what about you, John?
I like the format of these meetings quite a bit. I'm just going to try working on bringing some other people to them. I know you've asked me a couple of times. I think I may have somebody that I could bring for next meeting.
All right, awesome. Because if you feel good about this meeting, definitely you want to use it as a great format for you. Eddie, what about you?
I'm good. Hey, Jessica, I just posted in chat. Just read there instead of me repeating it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay. And then Ken, I know your reception is a little bad today, but
Oh yeah, well, it's raining out here. Yeah, no, I love it, and I like all the new people that come through, and a lot of people got to realize this is only the tip of the iceberg. Underneath the sea, there's about 20 times as many people that she's got 2 meetings, and she gave me like 12 referrals, so I highly recommend Fire Up Connect.
yeah, so yeah, we got a huge contract because of one of my referrals to him. And so just know that that's what I do. I bring a lot of connections to people. And Jessica, lastly.
I love this meeting with not only how efficient it is, but how intentional it is with how we can actually make something work, and not just a maybe, but really being intentional. Marie really puts a lot of care and intention into who she brings here, and she really does want it to be something where it's not just like she wants it to be the best use of our time. So I appreciate knowing that I can help contribute to that, and with those questions and learning more about each other, that helps us with ideally finding a perfect project to start off of.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. So just know that this is just the beginning of being connected to us. And after this, I actually, with the members, I work with you on so many different levels and in terms of the entire marketing program for your business. So again, Fire Up Connect is just the start of working with us, and you'll get to meet more people because every week we bring so many different types of people here, and that's how you get to meet them and really have a good relationship. So keep that in mind. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. And don't forget to save your chat. And if you wanted to, Shirley, definitely I'll need to connect with you if you want to come back for the next Fire Up Connect meetings. And Michael, let me know what you think later. And you guys have an amazing, amazing evening. And I will see you next week. Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you. Have a good night.
Thank you. You guys have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.